Hey guys, Phil from Eco Aquariums, and welcome to another Species Spotlight video. Today, we're going to be talking about these amazing fish behind me right here, and it is the ropefish. This has been one of my most favorite fish, even from when I was a little kid. So we're going to take a closer look, and we're going to discuss them a little bit and get into all of the things that you guys need to know in regards to taking care of them, etc. so forth. So let's go take a look.
Okay, so first and foremost, these guys are just visually stunning. They're actually a very peaceful fish. A lot of people think that they're not a peaceful fish, but they actually are. They're easy to care for, and to me, it makes a no-brainer for you wanting to get your hands on one of these things. If you just want to switch things up and you want something really unique in the aquarium. The ropefish is often confused to be a snake. It's not, it's an eel. They originate from Central West Africa, and they come from countries like Nigeria. Because of their unique appearance, a lot of owners assume that these ropefish are tricky to take care of, but they're actually not. Like I mentioned, they're extremely hardy. So having these fish, you won't have to worry about anything because they're kind, they're hardy, and they're easy to care for. They'll accept any kind of food. Throughout this video, you'll actually see them picking on some pellets or munching on some pellets in there. So you can actually feed them a commercial food. It's nice and easy. Obviously, they love meaty foods like bloodworms and brine shrimp. They'll accept those without any hesitation. And one of an interesting fact about these guys is that they actually have a lung built inside of them along with their gills. So if the oxygen level ever starts to diminish in the aquarium, they actually have the capability to go up to the surface, gulp for air, and come back down, which is another reason why they're hardy, because if your power ever goes out and there's no surface agitation, they'll be the ones that actually last in your aquarium because they can go up, gulp some air, and then come back down. So that is an interesting aspect to them and another benefit. They don't do so well with smaller, they're not aggressive, but they don't do so well with smaller fish like, small tetras and things like that. At nighttime, when they're going around, if a small tetra comes across their face, they will gulp it up. But it's just because they'll eat anything that could fit in their mouth. So they don't really go after things, but they'll scoop things up if it's small enough to fit in their mouth. So if you put larger Congo tetras in there, barbs, things of that nature, then there's going to be no issues with these guys, and they'll do just fine in your tank. This is one of my favorite fish. I remember when I was a little kid, I used to go to pet stores with my dad, and I came across these fish, and they were so cool looking to me that I just wanted to beg my dad so that I could set up a tank with just a bunch of these guys. So if you guys want something a little bit different, a little bit unique, where your friends are over and then all of a sudden these guys pop out of a log or a rock or something like that, they'll be like, what the heck is that? It's one of those fish that kind of catches the attention of your guests when they're over looking at the tank, and they're also really enjoyable to look at yourself. So if you guys want to have a fish that is fun and interesting to look at, I definitely would get my hands on one of these guys. Minimum size for an aquarium, I would say, would be a 50-gallon, 55-gallon, because they get a little bit longer, but they don't take up a lot of room because they're kind of slender and they sort of like slick their way through the aquarium. It's not like a big cichlid that's just kind of swimming back and forth. They can kind of maneuver their way in the tank in kind of a smooth way, so they don't take up a ton of room even though they're a longer fish. So that's my opinion about these guys. They're great. If you have any other questions about this fish or any questions in general, please feel free to reach out to me. I'd love to hear from you guys. Thanks for watching.